First, because we target a very niche market. How it started was very funny, really. It was research has always been done for media. We would always be having the least sort of numbers, and we'd always argue that we do have people listening to us. We know we have people listening to us, but the research says otherwise. So this what we decided was to focus on digital media. Digital media was very new at the time, so we started with a website. Really, very few people were building websites at the time. So if you see the progression of what the website has sort of grown into, it's amazing where we started. Then social media came into play, and this sort of stamped authority in terms of saying, look, these are the people who are listening to us, because you get an immediate reaction to topics, to social issues. So Facebook, Twitter have become sort of our interaction platform. Phone lines almost are non-existent right now with us in terms of you listen to our station right now. A lot of the interactions are through Twitter and Facebook. So in the early stage, it was very hard to prove to go to a client and say, hello, okay, research may be saying this, but here is proof. I'm showing you that, hello, I can discuss a topic. In a matter of seconds, you'll see the reaction on Facebook. Facebook was big at the time, but now it's grown. Twitter is really huge right now. And also a website, you can see the interaction there. It's huge. It was really hard to buy into the corporate community, but right now I think tables are most turned. Everybody is using social media or trying to find a way to use it. Every single show has its own Twitter handle, has its own Facebook identity, because we are sort of multi-segmented station. So we have different segments within the different target audience at different times. So each show has its own personality. So every presenter is part of it. The website also ties into it, because every show has its own page, has its own interaction, so we can post podcasts onto there. We actually record some of the interviews and actually post some of the interviews, so you have video clips of the interviews on air. So we've integrated almost everything, and every show is on all those mediums. It was a very hard buy-in from the presenters, because a lot of them are not digitally savvy, or at the time they thought they were not digitally savvy. So we had to actually have producers for all the shows. Actually, the producers took up that role and actually used to update their Facebook pages, Twitter, until we used to have sessions then with the digital team. At the time it was very small. It was so it was outsourced at the time, so we had training sessions to get them the buy-in, and once they saw the interaction level, it's a no-brainer for a presenter, because you're just opening your platform to a wider audience. Yeah, but it was hard. It's a hard buy-in. We would reward with iPads, or reward with money, and say the team or the presenters or the show that's able to gain the most followers, and interactive as well. So they have to be interactive, either on Facebook and Twitter, win, and you give them a certain period, like 3 months, a quota, and reward. Embrace new media. Really, it just widens. Really, you stop speaking to a country, you're speaking to the world. So you're open-minded, and you're actually exposed to a lot more information once you open yourself up to learning new processes. Really, it's new processes. I think every step was a learning process. I wouldn't say it didn't work. I think it helped us become better. Obviously, you discover new ways of doing things, faster ways of doing things, because in the beginning it's also a learning process for you as well, because it is a new medium. You're also trying to discover and learn at the same time, so you will make some errors, but those errors actually have made us stronger. Following us, they are copying us, yes, thank you very much, but we now need to take a step further before they do it better than us. So we need to continually train ourselves, which we still are. We're still learning as well, because there's so much technology out there that can improve in terms of the show. Right now we're working on a project where digitally you're able to have a live show from the US with a presenter from the US in Kenya. So we're in the process of working through the digital media as well. So we're constantly trying to just push the envelope. The challenge will be is if you don't embrace digital media, then you'll be in problems. As we grow, you realize that the digital platform has made that really a small world, global platform, and we love to interact with other radio stations across the globe. So in Africa as well, it would be nice to have syndicated shows where we go right across the continent. Yeah, and share knowledge on that.
It is your best mix of music, 98.4 Capital FM. You tuned in to The Fuse, hanging out with me, Koi, and Dr. DJ CK. Welcome to the All Request Lunch Hour, where all you have to do is tell us the song you want us to play, and we'll do that gladly. Remember, Twitter is at The Fuse 984. Facebook is The Fuse on 98.4 Capital FM. If you want to hit us up on text, it's 0720 or 0734 984 984, or email fuse@capitalfm.co.ke. Let's see what's happening on Twitter. Moses wants to listen to Blue October's Dirt Room. Cyrus, 3 Days Grace Pain, that is on the way. Let me see. Enoch wants to listen to Attack by 30 Seconds to Mars. That's all lined up. And let me see on Twitter, Jimmy Eat World for Marcus, that's coming up for you. And another Dirt Room request for Blue October by Dimitri. Alright, keep it locked to The Fuse. That's all coming up on the All Request Lunch Hour.